Terry, could you kind of speak to the dynamic of you were at Alcorn? You're going to be facing them in your first game here at Southern Miss.
Oh yeah, well, it's a great opportunity, to go back and play at alma mater. I actually graduated from there. I actually had a good 4 years there. We went to the SWAC championship 4 years in a row. So it was a wonderful experience. Seeing to face them, for my first time actually in a big game, it's gonna be a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to it.
What have you realized? What's been the difference maybe for you from Alcorn State to here now? What are some of the differences that have stood out to you so far?
The main difference really, you could tell from the difference in the level of the schools, how everything is ran and how organized it is, But overall, it's still a good football team, both good football teams. Still have both some athletic players where everybody is really trying to get after the grind, trying to rise to the higher purpose.
Terry, obviously you faced Noah in practice.
Oh, yeah.
But I would imagine he was a no-contact guy in practice.
Oh yeah.
You'll get an opportunity to hit him on Saturday. How much do you relish that thought, and how much are you looking forward to the chase of? Because he's a heck of a player.
Oh yeah, he's most definitely. He's an athlete. He's one of the guys. Every day in practice, he definitely got after it, and he loved competing. So anytime he seen me on the field, he always motivated me and I always motivated him. It was always that drive and that good competitiveness. Athlete to athlete. So it was always a good thing playing against him. And now that I get to hit him, he got a little more edge on himself. He's more aware now. But I'm guaranteed he's looking forward to it also, having a good game to play against me finally.
Solomon Muhammad gets all the notoriety, but I've done prep work on Alcorn already. Breland Hollis is a heck of a linebacker too. Can you speak to those two guys and maybe the players they are for Alcorn?
Well, Hollis, actually he's a young linebacker, but his intelligence on another level, so he's able to visually see everything and help everybody else around him, get the plays through. He's that vocal leader as a young kid coming in. He might not have as much size, but he got a lot of heart. He's a hard-working player. Solomon is another one, hard-working athlete. He get after it. He's very visualized also. He got a very good feel for the game of football. So, they're both very dominant athletes. I was lucky to play with them.
Have you been in contact with any of the Alcorn players the last few months?
Yeah.
How did that go about?
Yeah, over time, I spoke to a couple of them. Not too much about football. Just talking about after football ends, what we'll do, trips we'll take, stuff like that. We actually just got our SWAC rings in the other day, so I'm looking forward to get mine in too.
How much have teammates kind of gone to you and asked for like little tips on Alcorn State players?
Say it again.
How much of your Southern Miss teammates kind of asked you for tips on Alcorn?
Oh yeah. They of course you want the dominant edge. You want the edge against your opponent at all costs. So they look for little tips and stuff. I give little pointers that help them, give them that extra advantage on the field to play a little faster and to actually get a good feel for their opponent. So I've been having it all camp since I've been here.
Are you looking forward to not trash talk, but maybe talking to the guys across the line from you?
Oh, yeah.
Your old teammates, a little camaraderie there.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that?
Just a little bit, they know I'm focused more on the game, but as I get into the feel of the game, I like to talk my little trash or whatever it's called, just they know how I am as a competitor, so I would expect the same thing back from them in the good competitive nature.
The Wolf position that you play is kind of a unique position because you're kind of not a D lineman, kind of big for a linebacker. How do you describe yourself as a football player within this defense?
I would say it's more like a safety position, but in the core, in the front seven, it's a spot that is not a lot of people could play because you put your hand down, you wrestle with 300-pound linemen every time, and you also got to drop back in coverage. So you got to have a little bit of strength and a little bit of athletic ability, to tone in at the same time, to play that position. It's one very special position also, give you a chance to actually rush after the passer and catch an interception if you need to. So it's definitely a talented spot.
Yeah. Anything else?
Just one more thing, why did you come back? You had graduated. Why did you go and play another year of football, and why at Southern Miss?
Well, my sophomore year, I ended up redshirting, getting a medical redshirt. I had messed up my meniscus and my patella, so I took that time to recover and get it back, and I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity I got after I graduated, so took that extra year to help me mentally get more focused and get that year back that I didn't get to play. So it was a good opportunity.
And then you decided on Southern Miss.
Oh yeah, Southern Miss, it was more of an easier choice. I was more recruited by Coach Hobbs, and everybody played with these coaches before, so as they seen that I graduated and I entered the transfer portal, we took the opportunity to talk to each other and see how I really fit into the defense, and so having to be there looking for a guy at my physique, so it actually worked out very well for me.